Hey, kinfolk. Welcome back to another Keeping It Neat with Derek and Nick. I am Derek, Executive Bourbon Steward.
I am Nick, Certified Bartender.
And we are coming at you live tonight for our amazing bird flight. We've been promoting all week long, pushing it out there, letting you know we've got some birds and we're going to try them. Nick has his amazing bird shirt on also. You know, he's in, yeah, caw-caw, the majestic call of the mighty bald eagle. Like, that's terrible, but it is what it is. We're going to be talking a couple of different things tonight. We're going to be talking whiskey. We're going to be talking tarantulas and their pet frogs. And we're also going to be talking about maybe something else, but we'll bring that up later after this. And we're back. Hey, everybody. And we are here live with Bird Flight. We're going to be doing that in a little while. We're going to wait a little bit for more people to come in. We have Sadie with us tonight who will be doing our notes for us. We've got Nick here with his amazing hair, getting longer every day. He must be pumped. They're going to be opening barbershops soon. We can't all wait for that.
Nope.
So we're waiting. We're going to be getting in here in a little bit, but we did say tarantulas. Oh, we got Brian Ferrari. Hey, Brian, Paul, America. We got Darren in here. The other thing too is that for everybody, again, we are going to be doing another drawing tonight. I'm going to say this a couple of times. To get in on the drawing, you have to make a comment, which most of you already have. But if we don't know what your name is, and because it just shows up here as Facebook user. So what you have to do, I'm going to show you right here on the big screen in the middle. You have to go to the amazing Nick and Derek. Here we are right here. You're going to come to this is where you're watching us right now. If it's on Facebook, scroll all the way down past all the rules for the contest this evening. And down here at the bottom, it says StreamYard. You have to follow that link, give the permissions, so that way your name can show up in our feed. So that way we know who's talking to us, because I've got a couple of people here. Facebook user said, I'm so proud.
That's me.
And, oh, that's you? So apparently Nick hasn't even done it yet. So
I have not.
Nope. So, but we will need that to be done so that way we can see your name so we can enter you later on, put you down, put you inside for the contest. Not a contest, I'm sorry, the drawing. There's very specific wording that must be used when we're doing these things. I didn't realize it until I started looking into all the ins and outs of doing this stuff when we're doing them live. That's why if you notice, if you read the big long dialogue that I had in our description of tonight's video live, at the bottom of the drawing rules, and everything that needs to be done. Also, YouTube terms of service and community guidelines also had to be included in there. So feel free to peruse those if you wish. I didn't have to put those in there, but I did have to have the rules for tonight's drawing and any future drawings that we'll be doing. Those will always be the same ones that come up that way, unless we have a change in there somewhere. But so, Nick, what have you been doing with yourself, sir, as we're waiting here?
Well, I went and played a nice round of golf with Darren the other day in a par 3 league that we're in together, so that was nice. And kept our social distance, and it was a nice time, and that's about it. Besides that, same old routine and same old stuff with, my other job and stuff like that. So that's it. Right. I got nothing.
Okay. Well, we talked to you about tarantulas. Now, why did this come up, tarantulas? Well, Sadie has a tadpole project going right now for Bourbon Bay Becca for her teaching stuff that she does. So we have tadpoles running around here, and I didn't even know this fact, but maybe somebody else did out there. But did you know that tarantulas keep pet frogs? Well, certain tarantulas anyway keep pet frogs in a symbiotic relationship. Why that pertains to whiskey, we don't know. We just thought, a little bit of knowledge is never a bad thing. So bringing it to you there. But yes, they keep little frogs as pets. And it works out that the frogs, I guess, guard the nest from insects that try to steal the tarantula's eggs. And the tarantula protects the frogs from predators that try to eat the frogs. So that's how it works out. And I guess if you ever want to, the tarantula's too lazy, doesn't want to go out, and always has a midnight snack just lying around if he really wants it. So... But that's because of Sadie. That's the reason why that came up. That was brought up in conversation today. We have some amazing conversations here during the day. But That was Shane Adams that said that's a shirt. Okay, Shane, thank you, sir. You'll be on there. We got
usually my 4th of July shirt, actually. I love this.
Jennifer's on board. Hi, Jennifer.
Hey, Jen.
She's in too. That's good. Darren's there. Sadie is here. Follow the Streamliner Yank. Thank you, Sadie.
Darren rallied. His son just had his 21st birthday on Wednesday night.
Ooh.
So he was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. So
wow. Congrats. Yes, very nice. It was a lot of fun. All right. So, folks, as we're waiting for more people to come in here, as you know, we've talked about it. We're going to be having a drawing this evening. I'm not going to go into the depth of it, but we have a mystery bottle we will be giving away. We have a couple of sample bottles we'll also be giving away of one of the whiskeys that we are drinking tonight. The only reason why I'm only giving one of the samples is because the other two I think are fairly easy to find, and it's not really that hard of an item or that big of a ticket price to get. So we do have a couple of sample bottles of the Kentucky Owl we'll be giving away later on with the drawing to go along with the mystery bottle. And that's the other thing. If you guys want to put down some guesses at what you think the mystery bottle we're giving away tonight is, you can put that down in the comments too. That way you can get in on the comments and get into the drawing. We'll be doing the randomizer later on. Sadie will be having that going for us. And we'll actually bring her in here now. Do this. And hello, Miss Sadie. So Sadie's with us tonight. She'll be doing her usual reading of the notes, letting us know how close we are when we're doing our notes on each individual one. Yes, that's because it makes it a lot easier for me and Nick. Me and I can concentrate on the board over here. Hard to hear you, Nick. That's because Nick's on his earphone right now. He'll be switching that up in a little while after we do the rules of the blind flight tonight, what's expected, and Sadie will go through the order of how we will be doing it. Tonight's order, actually, how we have it is Sadie did her, as she usually does, puts it in some unique fashion or way, but tonight's is, wow, I have to have that forward now, wouldn't I? But it's the owl. We've got the owl flight tonight. So that's how she worked it out. We don't know which one is which. So, but she did them that way. I imagine we're going to be starting with the O and work our way through to the W and then the L.
That's correct. That is
all
how
right.
the word works. So.
I'm glad to hear. Spell owl, everyone.
Yeah, I worked it out. I finished all my schooling, and that's what my daddy said it was. So
good job.
Thank you very much. I'm doing stuff, and so I'll just show one of this little sample bottles that we got here for the the drawing later on. I've got the little Keeping Elite logo there, and it'll tell you what it's inside the bottle. Along with proofing and alcohol percentage. So that'll be going out. We'll draw that at the end. We've got a randomizer that Sadie picked out.
Yes.
She will be putting the names into that throughout the evening, and then we will do the drawing at some point. We are going to spin the randomizer 3 times. Now, this was brought to me that people don't believe there's anything random about being a randomizer. We literally picked this offline, and we just, whatever one we saw, we just go with. So Sadie picked this one out this week. It's actually a spinning wheel, so we'll all have something to look at, but she'll show us a demonstration later on before she puts everyone's name on it, and you will see the randomness of it, and then we'll go from there. But everyone's name can go in there. We've got Alex is in. Hey, what's up, Alex?
Hey, what's up,
Tony,
Alex?
what's going on?
Nice.
Very nice. Oh, Becca Alves, tarantulas and pet frogs. That's right. You missed it. We were talking tarantulas and pet frogs. Not that my pet frog, the tarantula's pet frog, which is unique in and of itself. You know what I mean? Look it up. Evidently, Sadie did, because I didn't know this knowledge. It was even all the Nature Channel stuff I used to watch when I was young. I never saw that before in my life. So I never saw that kind of relationship in the animal kingdom. So
you're slacking.
I am slacking. Oh, they were slacking. I don't know. That would have been interesting, I guess, when I was, younger. I mean, well, it's still interesting now, but it's just weird. I mean, more than interesting, I guess. But so again, everybody, as you're coming in, if you want to guess what the mystery bottle will be, one lucky person will be getting, it will be drawn later. We'll show you what that is when it's time for the drawing. But if you want, put down your guesses, what you think we might be giving away later on. That'll get you in for
so much love right now from my buddy Chris and Alex. Thanks.
There you go. Hey, Shana, Alex, Chris.
Nice.
Okay.
It's so crazy to have so many screens. I'm like, ding, ding, ding.
What?
Ding.
Make sure everyone's giving StreamYard permission to see your game.
Yeah, make sure you're giving.
I do have Facebook open, so I am still entering all the names either way, but it does make my life a little bit easier if you guys give your name StreamYard permission for
Yep.
your names.
So right where you're watching us on actually Facebook, if you're watching us through Facebook, if you go all the way down through the entire description where it says expand or see more, down at the very right above our pictures where we're actually going live, you'll see the StreamYard's permission part. Just click on the StreamYard.com/Facebook. That'll take you to a quick little permissions page that will allow us to see your name in the StreamYard stream. If you don't do that, we can't see your names. So if you wouldn't mind, please doing that so we can figure out who you are. Makes it a lot easier. And in the future, you only have to do it this one time. And in the future, every time you comment, you're just going to show up.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, well, we got Rose.
You got to share my buddy
Rose.
Chris's his comment on Facebook on the screen right now. What he thinks the mystery bottle is. I was cracking up.
Where is it? I
It
can't.
says, for you, it says Facebook user mystery bottle. That's my buddy.
The mystery
Chris.
bottle is a year's worth of Tiger Blood, the special edition Charlie Sheen whiskey.
I couldn't contain myself.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a great guess. But we'll see what it is. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're not. But we will definitely. Everyone will see what it is. Okay. I'm going to scroll down up here so I can see names that are popping up myself. Oh, there's Rose is in. Hello, Rose. Oh, Paul Lavelli. I love Paul's giving away a bottle of the Bearcat.
It's a good guess.
Maybe we'll give you just to Paul. We'll give that as a bonus bottle.
Oh yeah.
Bonus bottle. Oh, geez, look at Tony. Tony coming out hard with a Stag Junior, huh? All right. Oh, that's a good one. That may be in the future. I do have, that may be. I do have some special ones coming.
I'm personally excited about what this bottle is.
Well,
you are.
It's actually, you know what? It is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
There's
some significance behind it too.
There is some significance behind it. Okay. Alex says he hopes it's Jameson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Big Jameson fan. Paul, yep, giving away the Bearcat. We could give away the rest of the Bearcat. I wouldn't mind seeing that leave, but it's an open bottle. But that may be one. If we ever do a live of the worst whiskeys ever, that will definitely be on the show, and we will be giving that samples away, lots of them. Yep. We will be giving lots of samples away.
Karen entered, so when Karen wins, we can send her the Bearcat too.
Yeah, we'll send her the Bearcat. I don't know if Karen really wants to win or enter for that, but
well, she already entered, so.
We got Rick. Rick's in. Hey, Rick, don't worry.
Hey, Rick.
No problem at all. That's why we've been waiting around a little bit. We want to get started in a couple of minutes here. But so I think what we'll do now is we're going to have Sadie give us our rules, and then we're going to step away, and Sadie's going to tell you what our batting order is for the evening, even though we know what it is. But she's going to let you know what the bottles are, the O, the W, and the L, so that when we're sipping, you can sip along with us. Don't let us know what it is, though. Yes. All right, kid.
So at this point, everyone's pretty familiar with the rules, but the guys are going to take their earbuds out and step away from the screens for a minute or two while I give everyone the order that I have laid out for us tonight, which is the O, the W, and the L. The guys do not know which one is going to be which. Obviously, they know the 3 whiskeys that they're choosing from, but part of the rules for everyone is don't put it in the comments. I'm only going to say it in the beginning. I'll repeat it once or twice. If you think you're going to forget, write it down. And if anyone wants to guess along based on what the guys' notes are, they can also step away for a minute or two. But that's pretty much it. So.
All right. So we're going to go to Sadie. Well, we're going to be Sadie big screen. And, well, actually, no, never mind. We'll just leave it like this. I can't figure that out right now. I got to go feed a tarantula. So we'll be back in a second or two.
Yep. All right, so give the guys a second to get significantly far away from their screens. But so tonight we have the O, the W, and the L. So you know how I like to do themes. I decided, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret, that I ordered them in order of what bird I decided I liked the most to the least. So for the first, we're going to go with Kentucky Owl. That's the O. The W is going to be Eagle Rare. And the L is going to be Wild Turkey. So once again, one more time. And that's going to be O, Kentucky Owl. W, Eagle Rare. L, Wild Turkey. If you guys forget or missed it, you can send me or Bourbon Babe Becca a message on Facebook to get it, but that's pretty much it. So we're gonna get the guys back in here. You guys sipping along with us? Do you have any of the whiskeys? If you're not sipping along with us tonight, what are you guys sipping? Let us know.
All right.
Very, very interested.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me today.
Hey, anything for you, you know?
Okay. We are back.
You're back.
We are. So everyone knows what we're doing. We've got all our rules out. We've got our comments are still coming. All right, here. We got Bourbon Bounty with us. Hey, Jody, how you doing? You are also now entered for our drawing, sir.
Jen's got a guess. Jen thinks that the bottle might be Woodford Reserve.
Woodford Reserve. Yes, that's a good guess. There you go. I like it. I like the guesses. Yep. So we have a mystery bottle we'll be giving away in a drawing tonight. If you're just late to the party coming in right now, we're looking for guesses right now. What you think it might be, what we'll be giving away tonight. We also have a couple of samples that we'll be giving away. The mystery bottle and a sample will be going to the grand prize winner, and the runner-up will be getting a sample bottle of the Kentucky Owl Confiscated Bourbon. We'll be sending that out to you. That'll be after the later on in the show, and if whoever the winners are, they'll have to contact us either by direct message or through our email, and so that we can exchange information on addresses and get that stuff to you. We also have to make sure that you're 21. You have to be 21 to win this or play in this, just for the simple fact of what we are giving away with this. There is nothing else involved with it. We don't want any information. All we want is your comments in our feed right now and just some guesses thrown out there. So, but who else? Anybody? We've got,
Can I pour my drink?
Cool.
Yeah, you can pour your drink.
Anybody else? Did I miss anyone? So I'm going to pour my O out. All right, kiddo. We'll bring you back in. Thank you very much for all your help so far. And big screen it for me and Nick. The big boy screen. Pour my O out here.
I just poured mine, and as always, saving some for later. So now, just to be clear, I have had Eagle Rare is one of my favorites. I haven't had it in months. Probably actually since my buddy's Eric's wedding, actually. Wow, that was a while ago. That was last August. Just because we've been trying so many different things. But the other two I have – oh, no, did I try Wild Turkey yet? I have not tried the other one, the bird one, the owl one. Wild Turkey? Oh, I've tried Wild Turkey. So I guess I have done 2 out of the 3. We'll see.
Chris said Michter's, always Michter's. Facebook, Tony, I don't know who said that at the last.
Bourbon Bounty thinks we're giving away a bottle of Old Crow.
Old Crow.
Bird theme.
You know, I should have picked that up when I was in Kentucky because it's tough to find anywhere else. Well, tough to find around here. Maybe other parts of the country you can find it, but around here finding Old Crow is tough. I mean, that's like almost like I think that would have to be like a special order.
Gotcha.
So, all right, you want to give this a whirl, sir? We'll get in on this. You ready to whiskey?
Ready and able.
Let's go, bud.
Cheers, man.
Ooh, nice nose.
Very nice nose. If you watch the show, you know the many sounds of Derek.
Many sounds that will be the
We're our own rainforest.
Yeah. Oh man. They're all got a fruit note in there, definitely. You got something fruity going on. I'm gonna say like an apple or something.
Yeah.
Some
I'm getting a cherry.
spices, little oak. Oh.
Citrus in
If
there.
you're hearing an airplane right now, I got the screen door open because it's like 1,000 degrees in my house.
Paul said pinkies up.
Pinky, well, they always are, and I've been working on it on the show, trying not to, but like when you grab the bottom of a Glencairn glass, you have no choice. It's always like pinkies out.
So let us know while we're doing this, if you have it too, to chime in and let us know what you've got.
Yeah. Anything else you may be getting on the nose that you're picking up in there?
I'm getting like butter, like a pat of butter.
Butteriness. Nick's got some butteriness going on in there.
All right, I'm going in for the sip. I'm thirsty.
Got some decent legs on it.
Okay.
Got a little spiciness there in the
I was
background.
going to say a little spice,
little cinnamon. Maybe clove. Oh yeah, clove.
Yeah,
a little
maybe
clove
an
on the back.
allspice.
On the back end though, it's super faint. It's like it comes through afterwards.
It's very spicy, like peppery, like.
Yep.
First one's always.
I like
your mouth
actually
anyways.
Bourbon Bounties was sticking with the bird theme. That's what he thinks. He thinks that's what our giveaway is. I like this one. I really do. It's good. Again, I mean, I usually tend towards bourbons anyway, but
It's got some solid alcohol content in it, though.
yeah, it's up there.
I was originally getting cherry on the nose, but I'm not getting it in the palate.
You know what?
I didn't even break past the spice, and the spice is so up front.
Yeah, the spice is right there. It is up front with you. Even on the nose, you're getting some of that spice, but it's more on the palate. You really start picking it up a lot more. So again, if
I think I'm gonna add some H2O.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a little drop in there too, see if it opens it up at all.
So in case you haven't watched before, we add a little bit of H2O, just a little bit of dropper, because what it does is it sometimes opens it up a little bit more. So the flavor gets in there. You're not watering it down if you only put a couple drops. So we've said before, use like a bottle cap and only let a little bit of water go in or something like that. If you don't have a dropper around.
See, on the palate, I'm just getting more of that oak. You know, like I haven't even taken with the water yet, but that woodiness that you get from, you know, that oak on the tongue.
Yeah.
Ooh. Brought out like a sweeter note in there, like a caramel.
Yeah, definitely to the nose. It like brought out the sweeter note.
Yeah, I'm getting like that caramel note in there. Ooh, it brought out more of the wood.
Yeah. It killed the spice though.
Well, the
like, you know that the spice is there,
though.
But it's not as, it's obviously not as hot anymore.
Mm-hmm. You can't.
Yeah, I can't. I'm going to start filling out my chart. So, folks, we have made charts tonight for everyone. It's the Owl review. So we have H2O or H2No percentage. Okay, what percent we think is happening. We've got the score out of 5 chug jugs, as we always do. And then the last column, which one we think it is. And usually we wait till the last one to finally guess what we think they might be.
Bourbon Babe asks if we're using limestone water or regular old bottled water.
I'm filtered water for my fridge.
There you go. Filtered water from the fridge. I'm using bottled water. I have some bottled water. That's what I use in the dropper. That's what we use at the studio. We also have the limestone water at the studio we do use. Is there a difference? I mean, I don't think we've really just tried the waters separately, but the limestone water that's what they use down in Kentucky when they're doing their proofing for their bourbons and whatnot. That's what they use because it goes through the Kentucky limestone, the whole filtering process. Most of them use that natural water. So that's a good question. For people, when we do use the water, that's what we usually most of the time. At home right now, it's the bottled water. When we're at the studio, we have both. It's going to open it up too more. When you let it sit too, and that's another thing people do, is they kind of let the whiskey sit for a couple of minutes before they even try to get into it because it opens it up a lot. You get some evaporation, so that'll open up a few more different notes going on. Write down my percentage, my score.
I will be interested to see if my palate has changed with good old Eagle Rare. If I don't know which one it is, and if I can't depict it, I'll be very interested to see what happens now.
Darren uses good old Middleborough tap water. Excellent. Great job.
That's
If
awesome.
that's what you got, you can use it. It's perfect.
That was so funny. All right, so
there you go. Bourbon Bounty uses it from an old water hose. Adds complexity. It does, actually. You get some of that rubber in there, a little bit of
rust.
Textiles.
Of course, I'm kidding. Don't use that. That's good.
I'm so confused by these directions. I don't know who that is. I can't see.
Shane Adams.
That's Shane?
Yeah.
What is that for?
Contact Sadie.
Yes. Direct Sadie will get a hold of you. What is it with the StreamYard directions, how to give permissions? All right. Anyway, so you want to just flip it on 3, sir? 1, 2, 3. Whoop. So on our O's. All right. So Nick
I went with H2. I'm not sure. Yeah. Truthfully, I think if you go either way, I think it's 45% alcohol. I only went with a 2.5. I just I don't know.
I like it for what it is. I mean, it's got that it's got that oakiness. It's got that definitely, you get all those bourbon flavors, those rich bourbon flavors in there. I'd be interested to see what the age statement is on this, if we can even get one. I mean, if it's a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, which all of them are, has to be aged for at least 4 years old. So we know we're dealing with at least that much. But the oakiness that you're getting through with this one, it's a little, it comes over quite a bit. So I'd like to see what the age is on that one when we do it. So, all right, let's put this aside. I'm going to put that over there, cleanse my palate with a little bottled water. So, I mean, the thing is, we are doing those 3 tonight. Let me pull those up. I'll show you the bottles, what we are doing.
Are we bringing Sadie in now to go over what
we will bring it right in.
That bottle?
Yep, I'll just show these up real quick. So we're doing the Eagle Rare tonight. We've got the Kentucky Owl will also be doing, and we're doing the Eagle Rare 81. Now, these are the 2 bottles. One of them is the
Wild Turkey 81.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Wild Turkey 81. Excuse me. The Wild Turkey 81. There's 2 bottles. There's an older style and a newer style. So if you have either one of those that look like that, you're perfectly fine. They just changed the statement. At one point, I guess it used to be 80 proof, and they made it that 1% higher, and so no real difference. But we're also doing the mystery bottle later on. You can keep guessing at that, putting out your comments. Let us know what you think. So, all right. Let's bring Sadie in and see how close we were with our notes. All right. Going to the scene. There you go. So what's up, kiddo? Well, how close were we? Were we anywhere in the ballpark?
You were in the ballpark. You guys were missing a lot, I think. But Nick was also super gung-ho about getting right into tasting, so I don't know if that really helped you guys out or not, but I'd say you got maybe 40% of the notes.
Wow. So there's more in it. I'm interested now to see which one that was. So we're missing. We only got 40% of the notes that were coming off that. That'd be. Well,
I'm using the rest of mine to see if I can get these now.
I'm pouring my W out right now. Getting my W going.
Oh no, I'm pouring the O. I'm saying back in. I want to now see what her notes are if I get it or not.
I challenged him too much.
Oh, you challenged to see if there's more in the nose on that one, huh? All right, let's see.
I'd say nose and palate. You guys are missing a few things from both.
Really? Man.
Yeah.
Some weeks we nail them all, and
yeah, I'm this one's really killing me to break down.
It's again, it's like that fruit note. Oh, what is that? Fuel pool water? Yep, that's what it is. We're using the fuel pool, the extra stuff. The company said we had to get rid of some of it rather than have to pay to get rid of it. So little.
I don't know if it's butterscotch or toffee. I know how we've had that problem before between those two.
They're pretty similar. Those are like almost the same thing.
I could see how you get that butterscotch on the nose.
Yeah.
Because there's like that right behind like you're getting that initial alcohol whiff when you're doing it, but right behind that is like a super sweet note.
All right. Maybe some citrus. I don't know. All right. Tell me what's going on. Fill me in. Fill us in.
On what?
Yeah,
On the notes for this.
Yeah, that has to be
I
at the
have to
end, buddy. We
wait.
can't do it now because that
really?
gives something away. We
Because
can't.
you're guessing.
We just see how close we
You
are.
have
She wanted to
two more
see if
guesses.
yeah, we have to throw out more stuff there, buddy.
Oh, I thought we were doing
I mean-
it as we go. See, even
I mean,
No.
I will say that you guys did pick up a few more of the notes there, so I
Oh.
think that revisiting that was good for you.
Well, see,
Okay.
there we go.
But-
See, we have Sadie to direct us. If we don't have her, we're just going to go off kilter here. You know, we're doing stuff differently. So, all right, kiddo, we're going to break into the next one, then we'll bring you back.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, that was my bad. I totally thought that we were going over if we got the actual notes and then just releasing
Oh
the
no,
bottles
no,
were at
no.
the
We
end.
just bring her in. She says how close we are. You know, if we're pretty good with the notes, if we got most of them out. Yep. Tony wants to know if this is your first rodeo.
You know what? It could be. It was a long day.
All right, let's get it on the second one, sir.
All right.
You ready to whiskey?
Ready and Abel.
All right, we're in.
Okay.
We're in, everyone. You know what we're drinking. We don't. Ooh,
Very light nose, but
this one's got like
sweet.
a mustiness to it. I'm getting a musty smell on the nose, some barrel in there, the oak. Got some sweetness going on too, but the first thing that I got with this one was the mustiness.
I can smell the mustiness, but it's funny you say that because I actually had it flipped. I actually smelled the sweetness right away, and then once you
Okay.
said musty, I'm like, oh, okay, I see that.
The other one I got the sweetness was more on the nose. You got the alcohol, the sweetness, then the oak. This one was just immediately I got musty. Just weird. I mean, you do get that in some bourbons and whiskeys when you're drinking them. You'll get like there's like that mustiness to it from the aging and the
Smells like
barrel itself.
mothballs.
No, it's not like Grandma's closet. It's not like that. It's
That's why you made it sound like it was
Get
going.
my shawl. Get my shawl, Nick.
Get my shawl. I actually saw a lady sweeping her sweeping her front porch, but like in a muumuu.
Oh,
And I was like, it was 2:30 in the afternoon.
Oh.
I gotta take my shirt off. Come
yeah,
on.
it's gonna be that kind of show. Wait, I gotta get the right music for it. Hold on. Okay, back to the nose now. Dude, I can't even. It's got a slight sweetness in there, but again, it's just like that mustiness up front that I'm getting. Really, I mean, it has a nice color to it. It is it's that darker. The legs on it are running a little quicker than the first one.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go in
I'm
for a
like
sip.
sitting here really smell. I'm going in for a taste. I can't get through it.
Immediately, just sweet,
Wow.
easy sipping, not long lasting.
No.
I'd say it's like mid range there on the how long it lasts on your tongue on the palate.
Huh. That was really
Light-
smooth.
It's very smooth. It's got a light note to it, a pepperiness in the very far back. I mean, you got to go search, but it's there. There's a slight spice.
Mm.
Again,
Wow.
this one I go with more of a cherry to it. That first one I would go with what we did was definitely like an apple orchard fruit. This one is like a darker cherry
I could see that.
with the oak.
A darker
some honey.
cherry? I don't know. I think it might have hints of vanilla in there.
Okay.
And I was like thinking like honey. It's very sweet on the palate, but the finish is smooth, like you said, not everlasting, but there is a little bit of a spice I'm getting.
Now, when we had gone to Kentucky, me and the Bourbon Babe, when we went to go to the Buffalo Trace Distillery for a tour, At the end of the tour, you usually they give you the samples and you go to sample what they have. They give you a couple of different things of their wares of what they're making at the distillery. Their vodka was one of the things they were trying to push, their Wheatley vodka at Buffalo Trace. That's something that they're putting out there. So they give you that. And they also give you their Buffalo Trace bourbon, and they give you the Eagle Rare bourbon. And then they give it to you blind, basically, and they say, which one do you think is which? And when I tried the two of them, I was able to pick out the Eagle Rare from the Buffalo Trace, which, the mash bills are usually pretty similar on those. You're talking a couple of percentage points maybe on the corn versus the rye.
I'm getting some corn on the nose.
Okay.
Paul has a good question, and yes, we do want you to be sipping along with us and sharing any notes you might be getting, because that's the reason we're doing this sip along. We're trying to guess what it is, but I'll be honest, I have no idea right now.
Yeah, definitely. In the comments, put down what you're getting for your notes. Just do not say what you're drinking. Your notes won't hurt us in any way, shape, or form. It's just what you're getting. And understand, we've talked about it a lot, is everyone's experience with whiskey is different. So what you get out of it is going to be totally different than what me and Nick may be picking out of it. And the thing is that, in honesty, no one's really wrong when you're actually, nosing whiskeys, whatever. What you're getting is what you're getting, and that's just your experience. And so it's not wrong. I just saw something today from was actually from Woodford Reserve. They put they had an ad for one of theirs, and it was like, what do you get out of the Woodford Reserve? Now, this was just the straight regular Woodford Reserve, and they said out of the 100 different notes that you can get out of it. I'm like, I don't know who can pull out 100 notes out of a whiskey or bourbon. I'll be impressed.
I was going to say 100 notes. That's excessive.
Usually, sometimes depending on the whiskey or the bourbon, what you're dealing with, you can get, I can sometimes, get 5 or 6 notes, that's a lot to grab out of something. It really is. And I know that you can go, if you go way in there, you see the guy, they get the cocoa, but more of the stuff has to be up front for me personally to get it.
Paul said he got that dark cherry you were talking about.
Yep. And along with all the other things we've already talked about. I think you're right with the caramel on the palate, the caramel. I'm
the cherry is interesting because you said dark cherry. I think there's cherry. I just don't know if it's dark cherry or not.
When I say dark cherry, I'm not like a stewed. I'm thinking more like that super ripe, that really dark cherry that everybody wants, that the perfect cherry, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
That really. Oh, back to the dominant nostril again. Yep, that's
always.
Right, Tony. Always going back and forth. I personally, I watch a lot of YouTube, reviews and stuff like that, and see what other people are doing. And if you watch enough of them, you see that most people honestly do. They go back and forth on their nose and nostrils. And, we talked about it last live, was that your dominant nostril changes every 3 hours. So,
yep.
Maybe I'm catching it right in the middle. This is hour 3 on this nose. Now it's switching over to the other nostril for the next hour. So
maybe a mintiness.
Oh, you know what, Jody, you wouldn't be wrong. Bourbon Bounty says at some point you're just making stuff up if you get 100 notes. I agree. I don't think you're going to get that much out of it. I really don't. To go in that deep, they're saying that that's what they're getting. Even the master distiller, I can't imagine he's getting that deep in it.
Yeah, no.
If you are, the thing is this is when you go to their website or you pull up no one's coming up with 100 notes on it. They're just not. We've got Steven.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
He's sipping on some Alberfeldy 12 in California. Very nice. The Alberfeldy, we did that one. We did the 12 year. That's actually was very good.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Welcome aboard, sir. You are in for the drawing.
Steve is the one that just barely missed us one of the most recent episodes, too. We felt bad. We're like,
oh.
It happens. So let's bring in Sadie. Maybe a nuttiness.
The Sagester coming in.
Thank you.
To the screen light. There it is. So we all have equal share in this.
Yeah, and my face isn't so.
Yes, well, it's not so. You have to center yourself. That's why.
No one's really ready for how much egg is happening here.
Well, you've got a lot of roundness going on with your bandana there thing, your headscarf, and so. All right, Egghead, what do we got?
You guys did pretty good. I'd say you touched on most of the notes. There are a couple of things you guys are missing, but this one was a little bit better than last time.
Okay.
So.
This is, I mean, it's an all-around, this is a very good sipper. This one is really good. This is one that you could just sit there and drink all night. But, like, I mean, initially, like I said, it was that musty note I got. I mean, not many will put down in there, depending where you get the notes from. We'll put down that, oh, it's musty. You're getting a musty smell off of it. You know, they don't want that note. They want to give you the fruit, the rich, you know, the honey, the caramel, the vanillas, the rich, creamy vanilla you're getting off of it. I've had some bad whiskey where I picked up a burnt Goodyear tire. You know, the tire stuff I get more when I do scotches. You know, depending on the level of the peat that's going on there, you can get that burnt flavor in there. But I think I know what you're saying there, Jody, too, with the that textile, that sometimes you get that like a textile note will just come through and it just like totally ruins it.
I want to know why specifically Goodyear tires.
I was going to say,
well,
it's very
I guess,
specific.
you know, I guess
sniffing lots of tires,
maybe that's Bourbon Bounty's sponsor. He's got Goodyear
He loves
sponsor. It. Jody's got the blimp flying over his house right now for his next live that he's going to do.
Jody, next time comment #ad underneath right afterwards.
All right. This one, I'm going to go. Did we put H2O in this one, Nick? I don't remember. Did you?
I did. You were still talking, but I had a few drops. I wanted to do with that first batch before I poured in the second half.
Gotcha.
Because it did exactly what I thought. The H2O, to me, watered it down. And not killed it. It just, like, it doesn't need it. It's really a nice, smooth sipper by itself. I think there's a good complexion there and complexity. And, yeah, I enjoyed this one. So. Yeah,
it was good. I enjoyed that one, too. Like I said, it's just very easy. You can definitely just sip away at this one, you know. It's a good bourbon. Dude, it just opened up now. I put my water in mine and, you know, talking with Bourbon Bounty here with his tire experience. I'm not getting a tire, but it did when I put the water in, along with that mustiness, it opened up like this textile-y thing going on in the background. It was more like a plasticky note for me. Which is weird.
Yeah.
Still good.
Note. So I'll show first.
Okay, go ahead.
So for the W, I said H2 no, 43% alcohol, and a 3.75 out of 5 chug jugs for this one. I really, I thought this was a nice little sipper right here.
Nice. All right. I also went. I went with the H2 no, 45% and a 3.50. So we're right in the same ballpark there with this one. Definitely, we both liked it. And going from there. So, did we get any more notes in there, Sadie, when we were just coming up there at the end?
I mean, the only thing you said at the end there was plastic. So I don't think I've ever seen that in one of the notes. So we're gonna have to go with no.
Nope, you completely failed.
Mm-hmm.
That was almost as bad as the wet cardboard comment.
Oh, the wet cardboard. You never see that in anyone's notes. You know, get that rich.
I was in charge of the notes, it would be in all of them.
A rich corrugated cardboard, definitely aged for over 4 years in a musty warehouse.
Yeah. It's like the cardboard that's been in our garage for 2.5 years.
Nice. That one. Ooh, that's a good one. Has some wood chips on it, some sawdust.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. All right, kid. We'll bring you back.
Palate.
Okay. Oh, cleansing his palate with his crackers. Did I just Ritz, huh? Going hardcore Ritz.
Yep.
Well, no saltines, man. I tell you, it's tough to be out of the studio.
Hey, I haven't gone to the market in like 2.5 weeks again. So.
Oh man, I tell you. Yep. So, all right. Let's. You ready to get into this one, sir? So we can get to the good stuff here.
Yeah, I am ready and able.
Are you ready to whiskey?
Ready and able.
Excellent. Hey.
This one's super light on the nose.
Yeah, it's lighter than the other two, definitely.
Wow.
Get a little spiciness.
What?
Little spiciness in there on the nose.
Like a nuttiness or like a toffee. Definitely like a toffee. Yeah, it's tough. Toffee and nuttiness come together sometimes for me.
I'm gonna go write it on the palate because I need to break it because that'll help out.
I'm also thinking a little bit of mint.
A little mint in there, a little herbal mint, or are you just going regular mint, not herbal mint?
No, I think like an herbal mint, like maybe almost like a light floral note.
Okay. This is very light, this one.
Yeah. All right,
I'll taste the other two.
Ooh, that's very tasty.
It's good. I'm getting that nuttiness you said now. A little bit of spice, not a lot. Got grassy tone in there, like a note.
Yeah, you know what? On the nose, I thought of like an earthiness, that floral note we were talking about.
Yep.
This is a great light sipper. This is nice.
It is. It's very easy. This one's a very light.
In comparison, it's a very light copper.
Well,
too.
it's a lot lighter than the other two as far as the color to it. This is like a light strawish color.
Yeah.
And the others were like that deeper amber color to them. Or whatever color you want to add to the spectrum of yellowish.
Paul said, you already shared that before, I think, right? To ask 25 people, I bet you get 100 different.
Yeah, I don't think I pulled that up, but yeah, but if you ask 25 different people, you'd probably get 100 different notes, and that's definitely true. I mean, I would agree with that wholeheartedly. And some people
like a light. Oh, sorry. What?
No, go ahead. Nope.
I was going to say I'm getting like a light honey.
Okay.
Maybe. Like a melon.
Bourbon Bounty came in. He said, full disclosure, he did not listen when she revealed the whiskeys they order, so he's guessing what you were saying about the notes, and I think he has it worked out. Cool. Yeah, this is definitely the spiciness in there on the nose, and the palate.
That's interesting. I don't smell spice at all. I get it in the palate. I actually get it in the finish. I get a nice kick of spice, and I'm like, oh wow. But it's very sweet to me on the palate.
The thing I'm getting more is my thing is that when I associate with a rye, the rye, I get more of that kind of stuff going to it. If it's got rye, like a higher rye content to it, and I get like more of that grassier note to it, that straw kind of a deal going on.
I'm getting like vanilla in this one, like a lighter sense. Like on the smell, it smelled like that earthy, little bit of mint, little coffee, but then on the palate, I'm getting like a sweet note. Like maybe, like I said, maybe a melon.
I am getting that sweetness in there too, so I definitely think like the vanilla, vanilla more than the caramel. I always want to go with, that's like that 50-50 split for us, but I'm going more with a vanilla note for the sweetness on this one, just the way it's coming off.
And in the back, I'm getting that spice. I'm getting like a tobacco-y, like a harshness to it almost. Okay. Like you said, those rye spices in the finish are so forth-putting, which is interesting because it's very nice to sip in the moment. I'm finding it sweet and tasty, but the spice in the back afterwards is like it's actually been growing as we've been sipping.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna open it up with some water myself.
Yeah, a couple of drops of water in there. I like doing the blinds just for the simple fact that we never know what we're actually. Michael McKinney likes your video. And we don't presume, or you're judging it on its flavor profiles and notes alone. We know what the three are here tonight, but we don't know what we're drinking at any time. So I like the blind because we're totally judging it on flavor alone, notes alone. Ooh. That wasn't a bad ooh. It was just a ooh.
No. The water opened up like a leatherness to it.
Yep.
Like
Yeah, that note in the back on it. Past a little bit past the sweetness, over the grass.
Tony said with that dominant nostril, it's a real thing because before this was working nicely, but this one's working now too. if you put a montage of me sniffing glasses together, people would think I had a problem.
Yeah, well, if people had our text that you sent me the other day, they'd know you have a problem.
Which one?
All the pictures you were sending me.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So folks, I have found this Irish whiskey and I gave Derek a little sample of it. It's called the Quiet Man. It's easily the most behind the Dubliner. This is the most easy sipper Irish I've ever done. And I put a pretty solid dent in it. Like for the past, I gave Derek a couple samples, but it's so smooth, it's delicious. I even made a Manhattan with it, which was really nice. So
Beck wants to know, which one do we think has been aged the longest out of the three?
Yeah, I would never be able to guess that.
I am going to say number one just because of the deep oakiness that I got out of that one off the bat.
Then I would agree. I would agree with you.
But that's not really. That doesn't judge age either. But I would say the first one, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Tarek is the Rain Man of booze.
Yes, I learned half my stuff through you.
And the thing is that I'm constantly learning. I'm trying to, always, learn new things. You know what I mean? I want to see if there's a Scotch course out there I can go to, an Irish whiskey course, so you can get the same stuff similar to what we have for the Bourbon Steward. Believe me, it was just a thing to learn more. That's the reason why I took those courses, the Bourbon Steward course through the Stave and Thief Society. I did the initial, then I went for the executive Bourbon Steward course, which you had to go to Kentucky for. They have them actually all over the country. They have one that's down in Louisiana, down in the by where they do all the big partying stuff down there for Mardi Gras. It's right down there, and they do one in New York also. But we were in Kentucky, so we tried it twice. We made it to the second time. The first one we got held up because of flights and stuff like that. So
still getting such a huge nuttiness and toffee. Let's bring Sadie in.
Sadie, oh wait,
but I've got a lot of nut and toffee on the.
I just don't like that. Like total, like a Christmassy spice. That's what I got. Like a spice note, like the baking spices there. All of a sudden, like a nutmeg. It was weird, but that's what I'm thinking right now. Is like a nutmeggy, maybe some clove.
Yeah,
strange. It's a weird one. Definitely the Rain Man of Hooch. I like it. All right, kid.
I mean, you guys didn't do that bad. I feel like
that's like the worst praise you could. You guys didn't do that bad.
Wow. I mean, I feel like you just gave me, as a last place person, a trophy.
Yeah, that sounds like the little league team that got beat like 48-2. And you guys, I'm gonna pull out some good things you guys did today.
Hey, keeping it neat. Thanks for coming out. You guys you attempted your own show, and
the coach looked at you and was just like, "Did everyone have fun?"
No, I was miserable.
No, because I grew up in the age when there were winners and losers.
Yes, it built character.
Yeah, it built character.
I feel like your notes were all over the place, but I also feel like these notes are all over the place. They just weren't in the same places throughout,
I see. All right.
I wouldn't necessarily say that you guys missed a lot of it, because I think some of these things can be interpreted how you guys interpreted them. Like, I can see where the connections are here, if that makes sense.
I understand what you're saying.
Good. That's good.
And this is what am I gonna go with this? This is just a good all around. I mean, it really is. It's just good. It's solid. All right. Do you have your initial notes down? Then we have to do eventually our guess here.
Mm-hmm. You go first.
All right. For me, sir, I had H2 no for this one. I gave it a percentage of about 40.5, and I gave it a 3. I just think it's right in there. It's just a good sipper. It's not overly tough for you to do. It's easy. It is. It's a nice, simple drinker. It really is.
So I said H2O no again. 40% alcohol and 3.25 out of 5 on the Chesbrough scale. So like I thought it was good. I kind of again want to dig into this one a little bit more. So I enjoy keep sipping along. So I don't want to guess. So how are we doing this? So is she gonna give the notes and then we're gonna make our final guesses at the end, or do we need to do that first?
No, I think we have to do our guesses, and then she'll just read down through the notes through each one. I think Nick wanted.
I have absolutely.
Nick really wants to hear the notes before he makes any guesses. This is the second time he's tried to get me to just read him the notes.
Oh my goodness! All right, let me write down these. This one.
See, the first one tastes better now that I'm revisiting it.
Okay.
Yeah,
and I think maybe because it's the first one, it was so much stronger. What, Sadie?
I said, you guys usually do like a quick revisit and then guess, just to refresh yourselves. Tony says,
I think there's a little bit of cocoa in this first one, like a chocolate.
A chocolate? Let me see. I'm gonna go back in. I'm going back in.
In the O. So let's start at O. Go back real quick a little bit.
Yeah.
Man up and guess.
It's also
those aren't the rules.
Like,
I'm getting ridiculed. I was told to take off my shirt. I'm telling I'm doing a terrible job tonight. I mean, listen, I told you.
Paul Lavelli just says, Nick, man up and guess. Stop for try going for second chances.
Listen, for the record, we just recorded some blinds the other night, and Nick pulled off something that has yet to be pulled off on this show to date. So
yeah, it's true.
Just you wait and see.
And I think that now that we're recording the blinds and then these, which are done very differently, that it is a little bit confusing to remember how we're doing things this time versus when we do the blinds, where we do it one by one by one.
Well,
so I see it.
Yeah, so I don't know. Those aren't rules, Nick. That's what Tony had to say to you about your initial stuff you were saying, your bamboozlement you tried to get with it. But I will give you some cocoa on the nose on this.
I'm going to change my score for the O, and I'm actually going to bring it back up to a 3.25 as well.
All right.
Big jump, but I said I needed to keep digging into the O a little bit more to kind of work with it, and it's grown on me a little bit more again, and I like when stuff does that. So be nice to Nick. This is for.
And Paul says, "Don't defend him."
Yeah, don't defend Nick. No defense for Nick. Nick has
Chris is one of my best friends from college, dude, and he's just throwing me some help. I really appreciate it.
Oh man!
All right, I'm moving down to W. If you've got no other notes for that one.
I don't have any other notes. I was just looking to see here. Again, folks, if you haven't given the StreamYard permissions, which are right above me, Nick, and Sadie right now, if you're looking at us on Facebook.
That's Shane.
Oh, that's Shane?
Yeah, I have all the names.
Okay, cool.
I've been keeping up to date on
Well, that's good, because I totally lost it. I don't know where we're at.
Right now, we're at 16 entries. So for the people who haven't commented yet, feel free to comment.
If you're just watching right now, please comment. Let us know what you think. Just make a comment. That'll put you in for the drawing. And, we had a couple of guesses on what you think that the bottle, that the mystery bottle is. And I don't know why everything froze up.
Yeah, it's just you, actually.
Oh, is it? Oh, all right.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Say something.
I don't know. I was just talking. I was just seeing like everything just totally pop back up on my screen. Live is awesome.
Yeah.
I was like,
you're still lagging.
Yeah. Oh well, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do.
So I moved over to the W, and this is like incredible. Like this smells better now. Taste. I actually haven't even gotten to the taste, but I know I loved the taste the first time we did this. But it smells so good. Might raise my score again. Might have to revisit the board.
We'll see.
It's so sweet. Right up my alley.
All right. So you have all your guesses down, sir?
No. I'm
Nick's-
still at W.
Nick's revisiting all of them, and then he's.
I
gonna
don't
write
think Derek's
guesses down.
listening to me.
No.
I think he's like commenting on everything else and everyone else that's happening. But like everything I say is just like,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
it's Nick's first time here. We're ignoring what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
Moving on.
Nick's stalling for time. That's what Nick's doing.
It's because last time you guys both got all three of them right, so he knows that he has to do it again this week, or he's
That's
gonna live
true.
it down.
Yeah, well, you know, he has a lot to live up to for this live already. He got all three right last time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the last one, the L, I just got a wild card scent. I'm smelling some, like a peanut butter cookie. Like you know the Ritz with like peanut butter in it?
Yep.
I'm getting a little of that on the nose.
Okay. I believe you.
Okay. Well, you could be
No, I
completely
mean,
wrong.
here's the whole thing. Because we've talked about it 1,000 times. What you get is what you get. I mean, I can't, if I'm not getting it, I'm not gonna.
All right, folks, I'm going away. Goodbye.
Well, you know, Nick. Yeah, there it is. I'm getting that peanut butter. I feel it. There it is.
Are you though? It smells like a Nutter Butter.
Okay.
Oh, now you want to listen. Now you want to.
Now you got my interest with Nutter Butter.
Everyone's having lots of technical difficulties right now.
With the
Your
delay,
voice
it's like
isn't coming through at the right time either, so I think
Yeah.
you're just
all right, let me try something different. Let me go with my earplug in, and I'm going to drop out of this other thing. I don't know why it's lagging so bad, but
Can you
it could be StreamYard.
Can you take yourself off the screen and then put yourself back on the screen and see if that fixes it?
Yeah, let me try. I'll
Well,
pull
that's a good
myself
call.
up. Good call, Sadie. Good call. I'm going to get rid of this thing, actually. I'm going to pull this down.
Chris just goes, you can throw it up in a minute. He goes, Jim Beam Distilleries just rams Ritz crackers and Reese's into their small batches.
That looks like it's better, I think.
Oh, we'll see in a minute. I mean, I don't know. I just shut down the Facebook.
Darren, if you haven't seen our Screwball episode, go back and find it on YouTube. That was a fun one. And I mean, everyone loves Screwball. I haven't met a person yet that says Screwball's bad. And if you do, we'll have a problem.
This is from Shane Adams. Melinda is the one who's wanting to participate in the whiskey tasting. I find it interesting and very humorous. Well, with me and Nick, it's humorous. That's for
Okay.
sure.
We're good now. That's what I thought.
Well, yeah, I backed myself out and brought myself back and
Yeah.
I helped out. Okay, well, at least I don't look like a kung fu film anymore, I guess. That's good.
Yeah. Everyone said you were looking like you were dubbed. We
Yeah.
actually just put a
I will fight
recording
you.
of Derek up, and it was.
And I really liked it.
I will retain my belt in the thumb wrestling.
Well, oh my gosh. All right. Hey, Captain Stall-a-lot. Did you put your guesses down yet?
No, I was having too much fun with that.
Just cram those peanut butter in there, you know, the
Peanut
distillery.
butter, crackers, and Reese's.
Yep.
That's what's in their small batches.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's what they just rams Ritz crackers and Reese's into their small batches. It's actually the barrel is made out of a Reese's. Oh my God. That's why we do this live, folks. It's uncut,
right.
unfiltered.
I'll reshare mine.
Okay. I
Hey,
haven't
you were
shared
gonna go
mine yet.
first
I
or
haven't
mine?
shown. I'm going to show mine because then Nick will say, "Oh, I want to change some stuff." But let's see. I want him to be done before I show mine.
Unreal, dude. You know, she's right. I'm in my own head. That's what's happening. I'm like, I feel the
messing
pressure
with
right
yourself,
now.
bro. You're messing with yourself. Don't
You
do
can
it.
do it. You can do it.
Oh, Nick, you know what I'm getting? Ring dings.
I'm getting the cosmic brownies. You know what the. All right, I'm done.
All right. I'm going to show you mine. Here we go. You ready, buddy?
Yep.
I went with O. I went with Kentucky Owl. W was the Eagle Rare, and then I went with Wild Turkey for the L.
So close, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say you're right. Okay. But because the only thing I didn't change was my score for the Eagle Rare. The Eagle Rare and I have the same spot as you. So
Okay.
always 3 out of 5. I think it's the Wild Turkey. The W I think is a 4 out of 5 with the Eagle Rare. And the L is Kentucky Owl with a 3.25 out of 5. Yeah, but I'm not sure, obviously. So let's see. But I had to change that middle score because the more I taste it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is my baby. I'm pretty sure this is my. If I get this wrong, I quit the show. Just
So-
kidding.
No, he's not. He'll be back next week, folks. We'll be
I
here
will be.
again, and
I'll be back tomorrow.
yes, we will. For our next recording session or next live. What we will live will be probably next week, but the next recording session probably be next week too. But
So this is back to one of you is right, one of you is wrong.
Yeah, I know. It's Derek, okay?
Yeah. So, the O is the Kentucky Owl, and then W is Eagle Rare, and L is Wild Turkey. So.
Well, at least I got the Eagle Rare and I don't have to quit the show. So
no, there you go.
It's true.
Everyone benefits.
You
It's
did
true.
pick that one out. That is good. That is you can wear that shirt proudly, sir. You can.
Even though that's not the right sound.
Well, so we had a couple of guesses on what the mystery bottle was this evening, but we're gonna actually have Sadie. My guess, based on your notes, was Kentucky Owl,
Yes.
Eagle Rare, and Wild Turkey. That's right,
Nice.
sir. Very good. Very nice, Jody. So, very nice job with our notes. So go ahead, Sadie. Why don't you read off the Kentucky Owl notes? Then we'll go to the Eagle Rare. Then we're gonna do our drawing after you do the last Wild Turkey notes too.
All right. So for the nose of the Kentucky Owl, it was notes of gardenia, which I looked up. It's like a flowery plant.
I think Nick said flower. I think he said floral.
You did. You said floral notes, so that's good. Toasty sourdough, red apple, and banana bread. Dad did say apple for this one, so you guys got both of those.
I can see the banana bread.
Yeah. The palette is flavors of graham crackers, toffee, citrus, and cinnamon spice.
Wow.
You guys got cinnamon spice. Nick said citrus. You guys went back and forth about toffee and the other one that I've already forgotten. And then I think graham crackers, I'm not really sure about that one, but that's the same as sourdough. And then the finish was a spicy cayenne finish. You guys both said that it was spicy and peppery, so cayenne, pepper,
Nice.
kind
All
of
right.
the same thing.
Cool. All right.
And then it was a 48.2% alcohol.
All right.
Wow.
Did it have a mash bill?
The mash bill is no. Sorry.
No. The mash bill is no.
It says assumed, and then there aren't any numbers, and it just says % corn, % rye, % malted barley.
Because I really can't. So let's, Nick, what do you think this bad boy costs? Because I know what it costs because I bought it.
64.
No.
No.
Lower?
No,
Go higher. Kentucky Owl, to find around here, is super rare, number one. It's this one actually is sold. This is the first one from Kentucky Owl that's available in all 50 states. So you can find it. It is available, but it's still a hard one to find. What is the prices on it, Sadie?
So by us, it says $129.99 to $200, and then it also says that we paid $160 for it.
Yeah, so
Wow.
it varies the price. The price is all over the place. I just saw it the other day at Cappy's in Fall River, and they were asking, I want to say, I think it was $139 for the bottle. And I have seen it as high as $200 in the area, so it goes all over.
Rick says I'm starting to look like a Teletubby. I support that. The
That's just not
Teletubbies
like
they have like those little like felt things around their glowing white faces,
Pinky
and
Winky.
that's pretty accurate right now with this headband.
Jake and Riley are in on this tonight, too?
Oh.
Yeah, Jake said
Wow.
hi. He's the one above where Mom says hi, Riley.
Oh,
So Jake's
sounds
in.
funny.
He's in for our drawing.
wow. All right. I didn't see the names, so I can't see them on my screen because
Teletubby, that's amazing.
Teletubby is amazing.
I support that.
Yeah, well, hey, whatever it takes. All right, kid, let's what do we got for the Eagle Rare notes?
So the Eagle Rare, for the nose, it's complex aromas of toffee, hints of orange peel, herbs, honey, leather, and oak. So you guys got a good portion
I nailed
of that.
all of those.
Yep. And then for the palate, it's bold, dry, oaky flavors with notes of candied almonds and very rich cocoa. I don't remember if you guys mentioned cocoa for this one. I think you
Not
might
for
have the
this one.
second time around, but
I
definitely
think
not
that was for the first
time.
one. We were saying the cocoa,
Yeah.
that we were getting the hints of that cocoa in there, but.
And then for the finish, it says dry and lingering.
Okay.
And then the percent alcohol is 45% on this one.
45%.
I changed mine to 44. Blew it.
Blew it.
You blew
Jake
it.
says he's the favorite, and then Eagle Rare with a little fire.
Jake said Eagle Rare fire, and I agree, buddy. 4 out of 5 on the Chug Jug scale.
Well, that's just because when Jake tried the Eagle Rare, that's what he thought it was. It was firewater to him. So he's new to the whiskey game. New to the whiskey game, you know.
Well, I take my comment.
He's a youngin' for it. So he's trying to work his way in slowly. I think he may have to be more of the Irishes and maybe a couple of the Speyside Scotches would be more along his lines.
Yeah, he's like me at first.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, kid. What's the price range on that bad boy?
Well, are you guys gonna guess, or am I just gonna tell you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It depends. I've seen
I've seen it
28, but then I've also seen 32. So
yeah, I've seen it between like $29 and all the way up to like $38. I've seen it go for.
Yeah, so this one says by us $34.99.
Okay.
So this one didn't have a price range, but that must have been what we got it for.
Yeah, if it's just a single one, I just use it. The other one I put the price range because that's what it's. I've seen it all over the place. But all right, okay. So what is our wild turkey?
You gotta put Chris's. So Chris and Jacob, we're all in the same fraternity from college, so they know each other, so they're saying hi. But that is, to be fair to Nick, the reason he guesses so low is he normally washes his mouth with Dalmore 25.
Dalmore 25.
See, Chris pays attention. He paid attention when Dalmore guy told us to swish it around in our mouth.
Yes, he did. That's right, Johnny Gill. Johnny Gill,
best man in the biz.
Yeah, he was good. All right, kiddo, let's hear the wild turkey.
So for this one, the nose is a spiced oaky nose with vanilla fudge, rye spices, and coffee beans. Yeah,
Fudge.
So this is the one that I said
It's
was all
totally
over the place.
Fudge.
Yeah.
You're so right. I thought it was nutter butter. I'm so wrong. You're right. I said vanilla, and it's total fudge. Vanilla fudge.
Yeah.
Wow, you can get that at, like Wright's Chicken Farm. Like I'm thinking about it, Wright's Chicken Farm in Smithfield, Rhode Island. There's like a whole. They have their own homemade fudge.
Wright's Dairy
this-
Farm.
Yeah,
Right?
and Wright's Dairy. This is the same thing.
There's a Wright's chicken.
And,
for
They
Uh,
have the
farm, too.
best coffee milk.
Yeah. Yes. And they make their own fudge, and this smells just like that.
And then the palate is rich and thick, notes of caramel, manuka honey, and fudge, hints of rhubarb and custard sweets, and oily espresso beans. Yeah,
Wow.
this is why I said it's all over the place.
They're
I
putting a
feel like
lot
they
in there.
packed so many different.
Yeah, they
like,
wanted Wild
notes
Turkey
in here.
81 to sound amazing.
Yeah. And like, I looked it up to see if I could find anything that was like less all over the place, and I can't. So they just really want this to sound like it has everything.
Yeah.
But then even the finish is ridiculous. So it says finish, caramel and coffee, hints of black forest honey, and hot cross buns, charred
Wow.
and spicy. So it's just the most
Did you say hot
descriptive-
cross buns?
Yes,
A
it
hot
says
I haven't
hot
heard that
cross
since the old
buns.
song.
Yeah,
Hot
the
cross buns. Hot
Wow,
cross
so you're getting
buns.
that cinnamon,
Play
that
the
sugar, you're
recorder.
getting all kind of stuff
Make
in there.
parents mad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Wild Turkey.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
All right. Well, hey.
But then this one's also 40.5%, which is exactly what you guessed. So
Well, that's because that was going to be my guess for it, so I knew what the percentage was on that one
right.
because
That's
that
what
was
I
the only
figured,
one.
But I was
Yeah,
like,
it's 81.
specific.
So yeah, very specific for that one.
So, price? Are we at price?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're at price.
What's the mash bill actually? What's the mash bill on that one?
75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew right away there was a lot of corn in this one.
What did it have a? I'll go to the other one afterwards. But what's the price on this one? Because I'm going to go with this one. I think it's like $25 for this.
I think it's. I was gonna say 26.
$19.99.
Wow. All right.
Whoa.
Oh, even better. Very entry level price there, like 19. That's what I mean. We're trying to do that with these two. Is we're trying to keep what we are trying down to a minimum, so everybody can sip along. Something you may already have at the bar at your bar at home. I'm obviously outside of the Kentucky Owl, confiscated. If you have that at home, great. But that one I know. But we were just kind of keep with the bird flake theme. We wanted to go with another one, but we saved that one for our drawing tonight. And guess, we had a couple of guesses that were good, but this is what is our giveaway bottle for the drawing this evening will be Patow, some fighting cock. That's right. That's
nice.
Coming at you, 103 proof. The kickin' chicken, I believe that was actually in there. Was they call it as they has in there little spiel they have, the kickin' chicken of the South. So that's going to be the giveaway bottle tonight, along with one of the samples of the Kentucky Owl. And then the runner-up will get just the sample of the Kentucky Owl. We'll get that out to you. But so what we're going to do is Sadie has been keeping track of everyone's names. And yes, she's done a great job. We're going to spin this puppy 3 times before we come up with our initial winner.
So before you get into that, I had to...
Oh, yeah, you have a story.
I was going to say, I have stories. I'm like, hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yes, tell us.
Thank you, Paul. Paul noticed. Paul's like, oh, you jerked up when he said cut.
Yeah, weird, right? Mm-hmm.
So here's what happened. In case, new members who haven't seen this before, Fighting Cock was a birthday gift that Becca and Derek gave me back when we first started this. So we started the show last July, and this was probably 3 or 4 episodes in. You guys brought me this bottle, and we were like, oh, and you can go back and watch this, the 3rd or 4th episode, and we were dying about it, laughing. I was shoving the bottle, and we were just, it was a great episode, a great time. So when you suggested that for this episode, I was like, that could not be better. No one's going to guess that one, and there's such a good relevance there. So, yeah, I'm glad this was the one going away. Now, you also said the runner-up's going to get, so they're going to get the bottle and the sample of the Kentucky Owl.
Yeah, the first winner, the one of the initial drawing, whoever was the big winner is going to get the bottle of the Fighting Cock and a sample bottle of the Kentucky Owl. The runner-up is going to get just the sample bottle of the Kentucky Owl.
And this is a special sentiment. I was going to say this is a special sentimental runner-up gift. I almost feel like the runner-up might be better than the winning person, and I'll tell you why. My brother and I, which I can't wait to see him. He comes back. He's a Marine. He'll be back in the next few weeks, so that's very exciting. And him and I, when we go to the movies, I also do a movie podcast, the Boyle and Ross movie podcast, and we talk about movies that are new, movies that are old. With the pandemic, we kind of go all over the place. We're going to start doing drive-ins soon and start doing stuff from there. Anyways, one of the things we do when we go to the movie theaters is there's always a duck machine. And one time, in the arcade area, the couple games or the photo booth, whatever, there's usually this duck machine to the theaters we go to. You pay $1, and every game is a winner. So even if the claw goes down and doesn't pick up a duck, you still get to go again. You just keep going until you win.
Oh, wow.
So every time we go, and when I work at the bar, I usually keep a couple extra bucks in the wallet, $5 just in case I go. I pick up, we play the game. And we've had some hilarious moments doing this. We found some incredibly amazing ducks and some weird themes and whatever. So tonight, the runner-up is not only going to get this, but a sentimental one of my personal ducks. You're going to get the owl duck. So you will get this duck in the mail with that sample of Kentucky Owl, and I hope you cherish and take care of my owl. I really do. So
and the best part is you can know that has been the bathtub with Nick and has been floating around. So that will maybe Nick will send you some bath.
And one of those big yellow raincoats with the bubbles.
Yep, exactly. And we're gonna send Nick and that down the river together and see what happens.
Tony called it a millennial claw machine.
The millennial claw machine. There'll always
millennial
be a
claw machine. Everyone wins.
Everyone wins.
And Jennifer says we love the duck machines.
Yes, thank you, Jen. Oh my God, I'm so glad someone else knows it.
Yeah,
I have 50 ducks. I have a lot of ducks.
Oh, so Tony has a special fishing rig that he has, this old Army medical truck. He said it's going to go right on the dashboard if he wins. That's where he's going to.
That's not what that says, though. That doesn't say dashboard.
Oh, that's what the truck is. His truck is called the Boner. That's what his truck is. Wow. You know,
Woo!
yes, that's his truck. The truck is called the Boner. That's because of the fish that they go looking he goes fishing for them. So he calls it the Boner. It's a big black truck. That's what it is.
Okay.
That'll go on the dashboard. But,
All right. Hopefully he does not win my duck.
all right, kid, can you please? Yeah, hopefully we'll see. Because Nick thought you were going to put that somewhere else, Tony. So I don't know. It was going to be weird, and we don't want to see any pictures of that. I'll put that on our Facebook page. So, but all right, kid, you want to screen share that other thing for us?
All right. So.
All right. So explain the rules one more time, so there's no discrepancies.
So we're gonna. Sadie is going to do one initial spin just to show you the randomness of it. Oh, two?
So I'm going to do 2 spins of the random wheel that just has some numbers in it as an example. So that way you can see it doesn't land on the same number twice.
And if it does, oh, well, because it's random. So
if it does, I'll spin it a third time just to prove my point. But, we'll do 2 of the random wheel, and then I'll copy and paste all the names into it, and then that will be the real name winner there.
All right, kids. Screen share it up so I can pull it up.
Yes. Well, I wanted to explain first.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I know last time we had some thought of it being rigged.
So again, you have to be 21 to do this, to enter this. So if you're not 21 at the time of the drawing, we're actually going to we're drawing 3 names. We're going to draw an initial name for the winner. We're going to draw a runner-up. And then we're going to draw a third name, which is just in case one of the people that did win is not actually 21 years old. So there's actually going to be 3, 4, 5 spins of the wheel. All right. So
sorry, hold on. I keep sharing the wrong one.
Oh, sharing the wrong one.
Okay. Well, this is the only one that it'll share for some reason.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is copy all of these.
Well, I thought you were going to do an initial spin.
I was going to of a number.
Oh
boy.
Well, here's this.
This is a random spin.
All right, random spin.
Sorry, it won't let me do it the right way, I guess.
Sorry, Jennifer. That's just a psych. Now Sadie's got her second one coming.
Yeah.
So remember, the winner's the third one. The winner's the third one.
Yeah, third.
Yes.
Well,
so this is another one to prove that it's random. Okay. So now we know it's random.
Now it's random. So this one is going to be
random.
So this is our real winner.
Here's our winner.
For the bottle. This is the third winner.
For the bottle in the sample. This is for the bottle of
not the third winner. The winner.
Oh,
it's Rose.
Whoa!
That was so close.
I can't believe it.
Wow, that was like right on the line. Don't you have to spin it another time, kiddo?
Yep.
So Rose, congratulations. This is for the bottle. Now this is for the sample bottle.
No way.
Brian Ferrari. All right, Brian, you've got the sample bottle of the confiscated bourbon, and I know that everybody here is 21, but we can spin it just to see who doesn't win anything. Go ahead.
Just as another backup.
Yep, just for another backup. This is what you may have won if nobody was 21.
I thought it was going to be Karen.
I thought it was going to be Karen. Alex.
Oh, my buddy Alex.
Yep. So that's it. So we got Rose. We have Brian Ferrari as our runner-up. We'll get the bottle of the confiscated. And we got Rose, who won the bottle of the Fighting Cock and the confiscated, the Kentucky Owl Confiscated Bourbon. That's the first prize. So congratulations to our winners, everyone. Thank you so much tonight for watching us. Thank you, Sadie, for helping us out. So fortunately, I will be getting, if you have to, you can DM us or email us so we can get your addresses if we have to mail this stuff to you. But thank you, everybody, tonight. Sadie, we're going to drop you out so me and Nick can say our goodbyes. Thank you so much for the evening and helping us out. Very nice of you. All right. Bye, kid. All right. So me and Nick, this is it. Well, that was kind of cool. I liked it. Oh, and I'm sorry. And Brian Ferrari also gets the duck. He does get the duck. So you get the duck that's been in Nick's bathwater. So enjoy that while you're drinking your Kentucky Owl as you're sipping along with that, sir. And just remember, thinking of Nick in a bathtub. So if that helps you out at all when you're sipping along, by all means, I can't give you any more, but that's a good, nice little pour you got going on there. You get 2 ounces. I used the the jigger for that. So you've got 2-ounce pours in each one of those sample bottles. And Rose has the bottle of the amazing Fighting Cock. That's right. 103, the kicking chicken of the South. So thanks everybody so much for tonight. We really appreciated it. You know, we had a lot of people in for tonight's broadcast, our live. Went really well. We'll probably be doing another one next Thursday also. We just got to come up with something that we're going to do. Oh, before I forget, also, Nick had posted on our timeline in Facebook on our group of ideas for the future. If you can think of anything that you would like us to do, as maybe even, 3 that you'd like to see us do for a flight, or, it could be bourbons, could be scotches, could be Irishes, whatever you want. Just, put those in there. He actually has a PDF form, or if you don't feel comfortable using the PDF form that Nick created, and he'll might cry a little bit because he did go through all the trouble of doing it. But if not, just put it down in the comments below it. And just put the 3 or whatever you'd like to see us do, and we'll do that. You know what I mean? We'll pick them up, try to keep them reasonably priced. Below, I think it was $75 or below for the bottles, just for the simple fact that we want to keep it where everybody can sip along with us, So 3 $75 bottles would be kind of expensive for most people. So a lot of the Irishes, a lot of scotches, you can get decent ones for $40. Same thing with a lot of bourbons, where they're in the range. And I have a lot of bourbons already, so I may even have it in my catalog downstairs of stuff that we could try. But definitely do that. We'll repost it to the top. We'll retag it up there as an announcement, so you'll see it. It'll be the top thing on our Facebook page. So you can go to it and just put down in there any ideas you might have that you'd like to see us do. Thank you very much, Nick, for the idea, because that was Nick's idea for that.
Thank you.
So anything else you'd like to add to that, my friend?
Nope.
No, man, a few words, but technical wizardry is what his, forte is, because I could have never done that. So, so thank you everybody for tonight. Remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, do all the stuff like you did tonight. Do it on our regular episodes that we do every week. And we appreciate everyone being here tonight, making the comments, watching us for this last hour and some 20 some odd minutes. Thank you so much. Thank you to the winners of tonight's drawing. We'll be doing more drawings in the future, different bottles, different things. It could be along with the same idea of the flights, maybe in that theme, but it could be something totally different. We do have some pretty decent bottles that we will be giving away as we're going along. So I don't know. What am I going to sip on here to take us out of here, Nick? That's the question. I think I'm going to go with the Kentucky Owl. That's what I'm going with.
I'm doing the Wild Turkey. So
Ooh, Wild Turkey. Wow. All right.
Yeah.
We already downed all his Eagle Rare. That's why. Maybe.
Or maybe I'm saving it.
Well, hey, everyone. Thank you, everyone, so much for tonight. We really appreciated you, all your support, all your comments, staying with us the whole night, everything, sipping along with us. Thank you, everyone. So here's hoping that everyone finds a little bit of luxury.
In otherwise ordinary life.
Thanks, everyone. Cheers.